So which one it is trying to erase that are not applicable, to pick that. So how it will be erase this all the instances, it will find all the instances, then it will be find availability, all are availability, some rules are availability no, some rules are availability yes. I will tell you why this what is availability, or we have the 5 types that availability. Okay, and here if availability is no, there is no availability rule, then it won't be picked. Then discard it, it will be discard the rules. What are the availability, it will be discard rules. Then what it will be do, after discard the rules, discard the inapplicable rules set and its versions. So suppose I have the rule section, suppose I have the section, the section in the version is what, suppose availability no, so it will be discarded, and it is availability yes. Okay, the section in what, suppose this is in framework. Okay, then it will be picked. So it will be, okay, make, it will be discard, it will be remove all the instances which are not applicable, availability no. You're getting these things, Jyoti?
Yes, Santhu.
Yeah, Kumar, you already aware of this. So from here it will discard the rules which are not inapplicable. Inapplicable in the sense it is availability no, or which is under not our application context. Suppose I have the framework, I have the implementation. Okay, I find the rule, I find the rule, but it's not exact my work class. Okay, it is not in my work class, or it is not in my implementation. So it will be not inapplicable at runtime to pick, right? So it will be discarded, it will be removed. That I will show you. I will show you. We'll see the practical things. How is it? Is exactly that? How is it working? So from that, okay. So once it is discard the rules which are not applicable, then it will be discard the rules in the class, based on the class. Mm, better I will show you, then you can understand. See, it is discard the rules. Suppose I have the worker class, okay, and I have the data class. Data class also we can create the section, okay, and I have the work class which is the implementation, and the framework, okay, which have the work class. Okay, so I have the section, okay, I have the section in the implementation, I have the section in framework. The same section is also there in the data class, but it's a worker class. Okay, so what happened here, it well while, okay, it find all the instances also, it will be fine, this is also availability fine. So but runtime in what section, this is the same name, okay, the same name, sections have the same name, but runtime what it will be take. So it will be always it will be choose from where, from the implementation. Okay, always it will be picked from the implementation. So if it is not available, then it will be goes to the framework. Okay, so it will be set the catchy for this one. No, it will be uh, okay, it will be put onto this separate list, and which are not applicable things, it will be discarded. So which may be the different context, which may be the different rule sets. So suppose this is maybe the different rule set, this is maybe the different rule set. Okay, so based on the rule set also it will pick. So how rule set will be take the hierarchy there, or event B, this is our application, right?
Yeah, MVK.
Are you getting these points? Because you are new, right? I'm not sure that how this you are able to understand. Yeah, Deepak and Jyoti.
Yeah, got it actually. The versions I got it, like the higher the version that will be taken. Rule set,
Yeah, I will show you some example and give some practical things. Then you can
okay.
understand better. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the implementation. With your implementation. We created UI part sections for event and customer details.
Yep, actually we were doing it. Like we created it, and then I think we were going to implement that drop down where we stopped
Hmm.
for the event
Creating
details.
such a data class, right?
Yeah.
Data type for region. The region we have not
Yes.
encountered. Okay. So coming to the application. Okay, fine. The customer details and all. So yeah, here. See, we'll see somehow the example. I have the customer detail section, right? And this is the customer detail section, which is also available in way in the framework also. Let me complete this theoretical part, then I will show you the practical part. And see, it will discard the rules which are defined in the class hierarchy. So better, we're coming for the availability first. What is the rule availability? Okay, this rule availability is what? We have the availability yes, no, final, blocker, and withdrawn. So if it is available, okay. So what does it mean? Yes, I am available. Okay, please use it. Okay. So now, if it is no, okay. So not available. The rule is not available. Please use other version. Okay, other
Yep.
version. Okay. So final in the sense. So I am the final rule. Okay. Don't I do not have any copy. Okay. So I use this. Use me as a final one. It's don't have the copy. So we can use it. Okay. So coming to blocked, you will might be see the confusion with the blocked and withdraw. And blocked, it will be allowed to pick the rule. Yes, you can pick. Yes, you can pick the rule. The logic which while it is executing, it doesn't allow. It will pick that, but it will be throw some exception. Some exception. Some error like that. It will display some error message something into the UI part. It doesn't allow it. Withdrawn. So what does it mean? At runtime it will be pick, but it doesn't allow to execute that logic. It will be instead of that it will throw some exception error to the UI part. Okay. So what is the
Okay.
withdrawn? The withdrawn. Suppose I have the version. So what is the version we have? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, right? And have the 4 versions. What are those? Like, okay. So here it is a 0, 2, it is 0, 3, it is a 0, 4. We have the different versions. Okay. And thing is that there is an operator. That operator, while it is login, so will give what are the rules access for this operator, right? Operator have the access up to 3 only. 0, okay. So up to 3 only. So for this operator, what happened? Based on the operator context, the rules are execute until 3 only. It won't go for 4. Okay. See
Okay.
here, the rule is available. Okay. If it is available here, so the rule is available. This is also available, and this is also available. This is also available. So at runtime, it will give the priority for what? Highest version always. So it will pick this
Okay.
rule. The rule is available in all the versions. So rule resolution give the priority for what? Higher version always. So this is what availability, yes. If this availability is no, this availability is no, it will
Okay.
pick these 3. This is also availability, no, it will pick this 2. So this is what availability, yes, no.
Okay.
Okay. So now final, it doesn't have the copy, it should be the final one. This is the final one, don't have the copy into the another version, doesn't allow it. So this is the one we can pick it. Fine. Coming to blocked. Suppose this is a blocked. Okay. Suppose this is blocked. It will be allowed to pick because the rule is higher version will be picked. But at runtime executing it, it will be throw some error to the UI point. Okay. But suppose there is an operator have the access up to 3. Fourth version is blocked. Okay. Fourth version is blocked. Third version is available. Yes. What will happen now?
It will pick the third one.
So sorry.
So it will pick the third one.
Yeah. So it will be execute the logic because the third version is available. So why it will be pick the third one? Because
Uh,
the user, that operator have the access up to this version only. Okay, the user have the access up to third version only. You don't have the access up to the fourth. That is the reason it will be pick that rule and it will be executed. But while you give the 4 here, it will throw some exception. Okay.
It will execute the 4 and throw exception.
Yes. When it is blacked, definitely it will be throws an exception. But what is a withdrawn? What is a withdrawn here? See, the withdrawn, if you did the withdrawn, what will happen then? It will be withdrawn from this current version to all the lower version will be withdrawn. It will be withdrawn it. Doesn't allow to pick. So what will happen then? Well, it is withdrawn. Suppose I have the activity. Suppose I have the activity which is from the 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 4. Fine. So It is in the 010104. Class is a worker class, and it have the some other class, application class, and some organization level. Okay, some class one, something you can take. Okay, this is one class, this is one class. While it is executing this rule, which is from the worker class, if it is withdrawn, so if it is withdrawn from this class context, it will be withdrawn, but it will be checking from the parent classes also. If it is available at here, then it will be picked. If it is available, it is not available, then it goes to here, then it will be trying to pick that rule. If it is same rule is available. If it is not available from this both, then it will be goes to the framework. When the framework is available in the work class, then also it will pick it. So withdrawn, it will be allowed to pick the rule from this parent, from the other class, okay, from the if it is from the framework, from the another rules is also. It will be allowed to pick the same rule if it is available, but it will be discard the rules from the class context. From these class context, it will be discarded. Doesn't allow to use it. It will be allow from the its parent classes. Okay. See, withdrawn is nothing but the class have the rules. Okay, the rule which have the versions will trying to discard all the rules in this class only. But it have the parent classes, right? From the parent classes, it will be allowed to pick it. It won't be discarded from the parent classes. But while we do the blocked, what does it do? The block, it doesn't allow from the parent or it doesn't allow from the any other root set. Immediately we throw some exception. It doesn't allow. What is the difference between blocked and withdrawn? Withdrawn will allow the rule from its parent from the other class, from its parent class context. Okay, it will be withdrawn in this class only. It will be withdrawn the rules in this class only, but it can allow from this all the parent or from the framework. If you withdrawn, if it is blocked, then it doesn't allow from the parent. It doesn't allow from the any other class context. It will immediately throw some exception. That's it. Blocked it won't allow, but withdrawn it will be allowed. So this is the major differences between withdrawn and blocked. So that is what we have seen while we do the skimming part. The skimming part, it will be allowed. Did I explain the skimming? No, right?
Hey, I have a question. So here,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, per our conversation, so we have concluded that no final blocked are limited to only that class. It doesn't traverse back and look, right? Only withdrawn will traverse back and look for the rule if it is not. I mean, if it is withdrawn in the current class, right?
Yes.
And what if the 02 is withdrawn there, but 3 and 4 are available?
Yeah, it will be take the priority from the higher version only. Ultimately, it will be take the
So
from
if it
4.
is 02 is withdrawn, then 0201 will be withdrawn, but still 3 and 4 are available, right?
Yeah. So at runtime, it's trying to execute from the higher version,
Yeah, got it.
right?
Just a confirm. Yeah.
So if user have the access 04, then it will be use it. But when you give 2, while you give
Yeah.
this user have the access up to 2 only, it will be goes to priority at here only 0102. While
Yeah.
it is executing, it will be withdrawn. This is also be withdrawn. Then it will be take the class priority,
Yeah.
whether
So
it have the rule in any other class or not.
So if when it comes to blocked, if 03 is blocked, but the same rule available in the parent classes, but still it doesn't traverse back and
So
check
it
if
is
it is not
blocked.
available. Yeah,
It is
if
blocked.
it is not. Yeah, yeah.
It is blocked, but 4 is available, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm like say a user has access till 3. So it doesn't traverse back to the parent classes or
No,
framework layer,
no,
right?
it won't go.
Okay,
It will
got it.
withdraw some exception. That's it. It doesn't
Okay,
allow.
got it.
Blocked won't allow from the parent or any other class or any other
Even if
context.
even if the same rule available in the parent classes, right?
Yes, yes. It
Got it.
doesn't allow it.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
withdrawn value to the withdrawn, immediately we check
yeah,
the parent. This is a parent from this class. This got all the rule, but parent have any same rule or not? Parent
yeah,
have the
yeah,
same rule. Then it will be take from the parent class.
yeah. Makes sense. Yep. Thank you.
Fine. Yeah. So this is what always the rule resolution give the priority for what based on this operator version, which may be our application, which maybe have the different versions. Okay, but it will be find the rules based on this operator version which we mentioned, which we given to that. Okay, so try to understand here. Okay, how this availability, how it will be find the rules, how this algorithm will be work. Okay, and that is what here explaining those steps. This is what the availability, how the rule is going to be explained. That's right. So here, if it is availability, no, then discard it. Availability, no, then discard that rules. If discard the rules and versions. If it is, um, suppose we have what work class and implementation. We have the framework, right? So we have the implementation rule set. We have the framework rule set. Some other A rule set is there. B rule set is there. Okay, but which are not using these rule sets. So why do we need to pick it? It will be discard. The same rule, the same section, which is also there in this rule set. Okay, it doesn't make sense to pick these rules from this word. Okay, so it is not given the priority. Okay, if you are not using that rule sets in our application, but this rule set have the section. Okay, but it doesn't use it, so it will be discard from this uh, rule sets because we are not using, right? So while we are creating UI part, okay, sections or implementing something in your application, you're taking from this framework. Okay, the section is taken from the framework, but it is also there in this rule sets. So at runtime to find the rules, okay, it will give the priority for the implementation and the framework. Okay, so what happened here? If you are not using this section from this rule says, so it will be discarded. Okay, why do we need to set the cache for this? It will be discarded. So that is what here explaining. Okay, and class. Okay, if it is from the another class, so why do we have the work class and we have the framework class. Okay, in this class which is available, then it will be take it. It will be have the hierarchy, right? Class ancestor. So from the hierarchy, it will be taken. You have the parent and child relation, right? At and that. It will be use it. So if it is another class which is have the not relation or any hierarchy, then why do we take it this? So no use, right? It will be discarded. Understanding here the what I'm explaining?
Yeah.
Let it be seen. I will show you. Okay, and so it will be give the priority based on the class and after the rule set, then it will be goes to more priority for the circumstances. See, understand here the circumstance, what it will be do. See, so you might have the circumstance here. So circumstance in the sense there is a situation. It might be have the different situations what it has to do it. So it will be give the priority base more than the these things, more than the class and rule set. It goes to more priority for the circumstance. Suppose have the version 01, 01 up to 4, 2 and 3, but I circumstance in here, circumstance in here. So the user have the operator have the access up to 04. Fine. Which one will be execute? It will be picked. If the circumstance is true, then it will be picked from here only. It won't give you the priority for higher version. It will give you the more priority for circumstances.
Oh,
Okay. So that is what. And also it will give the more priority in the circumstance. It will give the priority date range.
yeah.
Okay. And this is what remove all the withdrawn, all these things. Okay. Withdrawn by other candidates. So like which are, so withdrawn also it will be removed. It's not for the purpose of using or setting the cache for the withdrawn. So all it will be find the rules because it will be set the cache at runtime again while it is running. It will directly take from the cache instead of checking this all the conditions at runtime. At the starting time, at first time the rule to find the rule, it will be follow these all steps. The next time while it is running, it directly goes to the cache and checking that availability and authorization. Then it will be picket. It doesn't follow it. Directly goes to here. Okay. So to set the cache at the first time, it will be check all these conditions. Okay.
Yeah.
And here, and it will be discard all the choices in the ranked list. So what does that mean? So it will be have it will the rule is in the different rule set which are not applicable at runtime. So it will be discarded. Finally, it will set the cache. And what are the rules it set the cache? I have the framework. The section is there in the framework. Do we have any crystal and clear? And we have the section in the worker class. Okay. It will be set the cache for the both. Okay. But it will give the more priority where? For the worker class. Okay. So like that. So if you did the blocker, then it will be pick the rule, but instead of that, it will be throw some exception to the UI. Okay. And if it is not available, then it will won't be allowed. It will be restricted. It will be throw some error like you have not authorized it to use the rule something. Okay, so that is what it will be throw the error. If it is blocked, it will be throw some error. If it is not authorized, then it will be throw some error. Okay, error to that user. Okay, so these are the ways. Okay, the rule resolution algorithm will be work to find that exact rule, and so these are the steps as follows. Okay, so we'll go to our application. Here we created customer details. So it is already begin the 0 to 1. Okay, so what are the versions we have? 0, 1 and 0 to 1. Go to your
Yeah.
application. Open the version. The rules set version. So this is what value create your application, and this is the application will set in the access code. If it is open that operator, okay,
Okay.
So what is this version? Let you just open this access group. See, every operator they have the access group. Okay, every operator they have the access group. Inside the application, what is the application? What is the application? And that application version. Application version. And this application version you will see where this is what your application, and uh, this is what your version. Okay, which are built on this, which is a build on this is a framework actually. Okay, and you see here, right, the number of rule sets here. It will take the more priority from here first, topmost rules stack we are calling as. Okay, so these are, okay, which are prerequisite rules. Okay, prerequisite rules. So we can also use from this another rule sets. Okay, from here. So don't confusion here. So while you do the more practice, then you can understand the better. But as of now, try to understand what I'm explaining here. The letter will see lot many implementations of this part. And see here, see, so based on this access group, we are logging as an admin, as a developer here. This is a portals. This is the application. In this application, we have these all the portals. So what is the portal access? We are giving this operator. Suppose the manager has logged in, developer has logged in, and the business user has logged in. The business user, they have their own portal. They can check all the business things. They can do whatever the business. They can see their reports. They can see their running their own class or something. So we'll give the access for the, okay, while is login, they are directly navigate to this dashboard. Okay, as a developer, we are directly navigating where Design Studio. Okay, so that is the developer portal. Okay, and the manager portal, like we have the manager portal. Okay, then the manager has logged in, then you can check all the cases and all. And okay, it's have the different thing. So how they are login? So because we'll give the same application to all these all these users. Okay, but they might, this portal access will be the different. Okay, so as of now it will be take what is the active one. So while it is login, so if I make it as a manager, as an active one, if I log off and log in, then directly it will be open the manager portal. It doesn't open this Design Studio. Okay, so while I give this developer, it will be open the developer portal on. So okay, this is, we'll see, and this is what the operator settings. We'll see that operator settings and fine. So what is that our operator ID? Bring it up. Okay, so go to your application. So go to the event, to the user interface section. So um, okay, so better we'll take one data transform to create data transform. So this is the rule we are using to set the values. Okay, so set the values from where, one property to another property, one page to another page, one page list to another page list we can append. Okay, so based on the when conditions or based on the uh, so like that we can do the multiple conditions, or we are always use to property settings. So instead from where, instead of using from the activity. So we'll see some sample things from this data transfer. Okay, check availability. Okay, so now click on to create open. So whatever the rule, so I'll do delete this branches. So instead of taking from the branch, better I'll just not using any branches. Okay, so just go to the area and select and remove from the application. Yes. And remove from here also. So in 7.2 we have to open the application. From there you can remove it. If you click on here, if you open here, so it will show you the branches. We are removed from here, right? So we have to remove from here the 7.2. So don't be confused in it here. See, I am creating one data transfer. Okay. So the customer field, customer details. Okay. So I'll just remove it. First do changes. See, while we do the changes, what you have to do?
Check it.
You have to check out. Then only your changes will be okay reflected. Otherwise, it won't. So remove this. Okay, I will create one property. We take sample example here. Okay, we'll see small exercise here. Like available, um, just availability. Like okay, click on the text as a saved. Then go here. Now dot property availability here. Okay, so here I will take availability yes. Okay. So I need to display this message, the property value here. So I will have the copy and paste it, move it outside from the dynamic layout and open it and give that availability. Submit. Okay. Now save it. Same thing. Um, so go to this as save as into the framework also. So select your framework context here. When you select the framework, so it is coming you directly the framework class, and then in the framework we have the rules and it's version create and open. Okay, so now checking the changes, do some proper meaning while you do the checking why you are changing all. So now the property which is in the um, in your framework also. to the data transfer. Just a minute, I will do the charge. See here, it's required your practice and concentrate on this rule solution. So otherwise you may be confusion at here. So okay, fine. I just close it here. Trying to open that. Okay, here. And the same thing, I will do save as into the 02 also in implementation. So now I have the version is okay. The version is what? 02. Save it. Okay. But runtime, what? Which one will execute? Go to that
Highest version.
flow action. We have to refer in the flow action. So you open the flow now. Flow action. I'll go to event details better. So open this event detail. Install from the customer details. I'll go for the event details. The event details. Go to basic. Drag and drop. Before you changes anything, go to checkout. See, you might be check out number of rules. Where you can find your checkout rules? Here.
On the tick box.
The tick box, you see the number of checkout while you are implementing. You can see all the bulk check-ins. Okay, that you will see. So click on here to open. Give that availability property. So make it as read only. Click on to submit. Save it. Okay, so we have opened this flow action. Check out the further changes. Go to the action, and we have the pre-processing and post-processing. It means before loading the screen, after the submit the screen. What is the logic you have to be executed? The event. See, before loading the screen, before loading the event, I want to call one data transform, and this is the data transform. Okay. So see here, you can also click more. You will see. Okay, we'll do the copy availability. Save as into the. I will save as into the framework also. Okay. Availability yes. Framework. Okay. So now I have the availability 02. Well, okay, this is the data transform in 01, 02, and it's from the framework also, right? Okay, I'm just closing is now the event. While the event is executing, what is the version it will be execute now? What is the version it will be execute now?
02.
So click on here, event, while we creating case. So we are not implementing back in the, we have to implement the data classes and all. Okay, it is executing this one. So once submit, goes to the event. Availability yes is from 02. Let it be see Go to that data transfer. You can see here, click on the action, you can see the versions which are available 0.02. So go to the 02. So availability, yes, right? Which is availability, yes, right? 02. Make sure we're trying to, okay, 02. So availability, where you see here, available, block with final withdrawn, not available. Then come here, 01 and 02. So both are checking, check out. Okay, so it is not, oh, this is some other thing. Check event is here, check availability. This is a 01, this is a 02. Okay, and 02 is not available now. 01, yes, you can make it as 01. So now which one will pick? It will be throw an error. Why it is throwing an error? Because this is a rule that we are already checked in. So again you are trying to check in, which is throws an error. So because while you do the checkout or do any changes here, we have to check in here.
Okay.
Then when come here, checkout now, it will be checkout now. Okay. So now we can do your changes. Save it now. So this is what not available. This is what not available. This is available. So here which one will execute now?
01.
On the action refresh, S01. Why it is not S02? Because it is not available. So go here. If I put withdrawn here, so go here. What will happen now?
And it will take from the framework.
Yeah, Jyoti and Kumar. What will happen now if I withdraw? That's here. I withdrawn here. Right? I withdrawn 01 only, not 02. I withdrawn 01 only, not 02. What will happen here? Which will be exit?
02 is available still?
02.
Yeah.
This is not available. See, 01 withdrawn, 02 not available, and the framework which is available. So which one will take at here?
It will look into the previous class, right?
Yes. So which one? What is availability now? It is the implementation or it's a framework?
Framework, I believe.
Framework.
So click on the action refresh. To save it now. Go here. Refresh. While it is showing X only, we give anywhere yes. To check in the better. It will be picked from the framework only. It goes to the framework. Okay. Why it gone to the framework?
Because 02 is not available and 01 is withdrawn.
Okay, this is available now. Okay, we'll make it as available. Okay, then go here. I will check out. This is I will put it as withdrawn.
I think still the framework.
What will happen now?
You go to the framework.
Are you sure it will goes to the framework?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Jyoti. Which one will break? The rule. See, this is what small example, but in the real time we'll take based on the priority based on the requirement we have to implement. See, for your understanding purpose, how exactly this is working, I'm showing just a small example. But in the real time, you have to exactly think so which one gives the priority to be executed. Okay, so that is what you have to think while it is working on the real time. But before that, you should know the concept how it is working exactly. Okay, so here there is an version 01 which is available, 02 which is a withdrawn, and this the framework is available. Now here I will do save as. Okay, I will do save as. It is a workflow class. It's not available in the workflow class. So what? The framework which is available, right? Why it is not bound to framework?
Because the class,
Okay, okay. So what? It's already there in the framework, right? Mm, we have created availability property in this property.
we
property.
have created one in work and one in framework.
Hmm. The framework which you created is automatically comes to work now. The property. See here, click on to open, which is from the work class, not here. So while we are creating undefined, why it is undefined? There is no property in this class, right? Go to the framework. This event management only we are creating. Yeah, why it has not showing the drop down? Go to your work class. So go to your sysadmin class. Check that class context. Okay, here we go to the framework one. But the thing is that the property should be in where? Here. Understand what is the problem? It is going for the priority up to the worker class only. But we have the property in the event class. Extension of this class. But it will going for the here. Here it will be goes to work dash cover dash, then work dash, then it will goes to exact base class. but it's not going for the event class, right? The control is not going to the event class, right? That is the reason you're not seeing the property available. Understand this? Yeah, Deepak Jyoti Kumar.
Yeah,
We
can
can
you repeat it?
we can use the parent class property inside this data transform, right? Here, right? You can use this property is available in the framework. My question is, this property is available in the framework. Why it is not showing here? Got it, all of you? So go to that framework class, event management, property. See, understand here. This is what you have to be practice. Click on the availability, and from here, save as into your workflow class. Instead of the management, event management, make have the copy inside your work class. Click on to create and open. I'm checking this and close it. And close it. And close it here. Now save it. Now it is gone. Why? What happened here? You got it, all of you. This point I want
Yeah,
to understand all of you.
yeah, got it.
Especially Jyoti. What Jyoti? Completely silent. Okay. Yeah, Kumar. You got it right. So
Yes, yes.
it is where in the workflow class the data transform.
So that's basically the hierarchy issue, right?
Yes, hierarchy issue.
Okay.
Okay. So now, oh, I close it. The work item is closed. Okay, we'll create another one. We'll create another case. So while I'm going to next, which one will execute now? From the framework only. Why it is
Yep.
onto the framework?
Because one is withdrawn, right?
It is as work class, work implementation. Okay. So I have the work implementation. Okay. So withdrawn.
Yeah,
It is available. Save as. Okay. So now I have the version. So don't confusion here. Okay. So I do have the copy at here. Okay. And this is a data transfer. This is the rule. Okay. It's the data transfer. Okay. And which are available at this version, and it's available in the 02. Okay. And which is available, this is the event classes, which is under what class? Event class, right? Event management. So again we have this same rule in the work class. the work class which have this version 0. And in the framework also we have the framework, we have the 0 1 version. That is maybe the framework, the rule set may be the framework, and it has the 0 1. So now tell me, don't confusion here, have any doubt, please ask me, because you should be clear on this topic, okay? And this is added withdrawn, added withdrawn. This is available. This is available. Which one is good now? So now go here. This is withdrawn. This is withdrawn. This is also automatically withdrawn. So now tell me the answer. Which is the rule will execute? In what the rule which is execute from where? In what context? When I did the withdraw.
So
It
the
will,
event management will be like it doesn't consider because it will withdraw all the lower versions as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the work class it may execute.
Why we won't go for the framework?
because framework is above the work.
Yes.
Yep.
First we'll give the priority for implementation.
Implementation. Yeah.
Then if it is implementation it doesn't have, then it will go to the framework. So okay, yes it is correct. Just go here to refresh. It will give the what? Implementation. Give the priority for implementation. That's one. Okay, I will make it is available here. So let it be see if I block it. If I block it here, what will happen now?
Error.
Sorry, when what rule will execute?
No, it will give an error
Why?
because it doesn't traverse back. Uh, 02 is blocked, right? The highest version.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah. So what
Yeah,
Deepak and Jyoti?
yeah, it's the same. Santhu, can you show that what error we get?
Sorry.
Like what exception we will get when
Yeah,
you
we'll
do a
see now.
blocked?
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
And,
so let's go here and yeah. So we did keep it as a withdrawn, right? Sorry, blocked. So now tell me, if I put it as blocked, this is available. Now tell me,
yeah, it will 02.
which one is good now?
It will execute the 02 one.
0 1. So now tell me, we have the options. It will be execute 0 2. Okay, and so second option will be throw some error, or it will be take the priority from the framework, or it will be take the priority from the work class. So what is the option if I pick block here?
So it will execute the 02, right?
yeah,
Just a minute. Yeah. So if I block it here, so these are the options. What is the option here?
02 will be executed.
Let's go 0 2.
Yeah,
yeah.
because the user has access till 02, right? I'm just
Okay.
making sure.
Okay. And okay, that is fine. So, mhm. So I will block it here.
I have one scenario. Can I ask?
Yes, yes, yeah. You can do.
Okay, the 01 is available. Okay,
Okay,
and 02 is withdrawn, and work class is also work class is blocked.
okay.
So now it will execute framework
No,
So now,
no.
okay. Tell me now. Yeah, Kumar, you just tell me what will happen now.
because it will traverse back, right? So it will look for
Okay,
work.
okay.
Okay, okay. In work, it found it as blocked, so it will block. It will get an error. Is
So
it?
now tell me, it will go for the framework or it will be give an exception for the blacker.
I think it will give the exception with the work because it found the class as a blocked. So if it found other than withdrawn, it will stop
Or
there
do you
and it
think it will
will.
be go for the framework?
No, if it is withdrawn in work class as well, then it will go to the framework, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it is found as block, it will stop there and it will give the error message. It doesn't traverse back and look for it. The only, I mean, traverse backing will apply
It's a
for only
withdrawn, right?
withdrawn.
It's a withdrawn, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many? So okay. So we have the Deepak and Jyoti. So still your opinion right here. So what is your thinking? Which what is the rule based?
We'll get error.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will get error.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see that here. So what is that available and withdrawn? So now 02, which is in the implementation, withdrawn. Fine. Withdrawn. And 01 in the event available. That is fine. We go to here. Framework is available. Okay. From the work class. Yeah. From the work class and make it as blocker. Saved it. Put it on the tracer. Then the tracer. So now I just go here. Before that I will do change save. Now it says come here. The counter action. Refresh. It is going here. Yeah. Find the instance. Go to your tracer. Tracing it is okay. Just pause it. So now come down. You can find dot exception here. Page remove. You can have the message. Same thing. It said the message. Come down. It's a role at the backend to call some logic. From that will be set onto this. I just want to. mm it will be set one log. I think we cannot see the log here. Okay. Logs we can see. Okay. Anyhow, it's close it not required. So got it. It will be executed blocker. Why it is going to block? So while it is withdrawn, it will give the priority to check from the other class from okay another class, right? So when the event class is not fine, then ultimately event have the parent is what? Work.
Work class.
Work.
So it is entered into the work, it's fine, it is blocked, then immediately throws an error, right? So it does it not move to the here. So what will happen if I did withdrawn again here? So not withdrawn, I'll make it as availability now. What will be execute? It will be execute this one, or it will be execute this one.
So
It
the
goes to
first
framework.
It will be
event
execute this one.
management is withdrawn.
So this is, see here, this is a withdrawn. This is available.
Mm-hmm.
This is availability now. Which one will execute?
It executes framework, I think.
Is a execute framework. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Deepak.
Yeah, it will execute framework because everything else is not available.
Sorry, this is not
Yeah,
available.
yeah. So it will execute the framework.
What
I
Kumar you say?
think it will saying that rule is not available,
Mm-hmm.
because my understanding is like, if unless it is withdrawn, it
See,
doesn't apply for the previous classes,
again
right?
I'm telling. See carefully. 02 is withdrawn. 01 is available. In the work class, I'll make it as no. This is no, and this is available. Okay. So now tell me which one it will go to the priority. The framework.
Yeah,
Yeah, Deepak, you
I
saying
think it's
framework.
yeah, yeah. I think it's framework.
What Kumar? You say
I'm saying it will say rule is not available.
not available. Rule completely not available.
Not in the sense it says no, right? So rule
No,
is not available.
this is not rule not found.
Yeah, rule not found. Yeah.
Rule not found. Yeah, what Jyoti?
I think it's framework.
Okay, Deepak, you said framework, huh?
Yep.
The framework. And Jyoti has a framework, huh? Okay, Jyoti
Yeah.
has a framework. Are you sure from the framework? Why it is the framework?
Mm,
Just
I
think
think
why
it
it is
goes to
framework.
the immediate parent.
Hmm.
So since work class is not available, it might go to framework.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, Kumar, you said the rule not found, and Jyoti and Deepak said it will go to the framework. Let it be said.
Yeah.
I'll make it. This is what not available. This is
Yep.
things, right? Okay. So coming here, just go here. I'll make it. It is what work class. So what is a work class? No. Okay. Make it as availability not. Check in. Just close it. Oh no. We'll do lateral changes, right? We'll make it penal. Let it be safe. No issue. So now here. So this is a 01 is what? Available. Okay. Close it. 02 withdrawn.
Withdraw.
Withdrawn.
Yep.
Fine. And from the work class, I mean, this is work class. Let it be. I will close the remaining things. Close this. Event details. Close this. Close this. I will open this data transfer sort. See, try to understand the concept here. This simple logic that you can understand here. Okay. So from the 02, okay, this 02 work class is availability now. Fine. I'll go here. Framework is available. Fine. With block. This is withdrawn available. So this is the withdrawn. This is the available. Okay, fine. So now all this setting okay, right? Available and here. Okay. So now if I run, so let it be see. Let's take the framework. Not available to know. Why it is, why the rule is not found? Why the rule is not found? If it is withdrawn, this is phone takes it. Control which comes to here. It is not available. Then control goes to here. Right? Then ultimate will base with the framework. So why the rule not found will be coming the question. Yeah, Deepak.
Sorry, Sanju, I didn't get it.
So not Deepak. Kumar.
Yep, yeah, I'm clear now. Yep, I was
Okay,
confused.
it's fine. So this is how that based on the availability, how the rule resolution will be work.
But if the work is blocked, then it will block, right?
If it is blocked, the control don't go for the framework. Immediately
Yeah.
throws an error.
So with what all options the control will be stopped, like with the, I mean, when the rule is withdrawn in the implementation. So with the block, it will stop, and yes or no, then it will traverse. I mean, it will look back and
Yeah. If it is yes or no, yes is if it will be take it. If it is no, so what
look
is
for
here?
the further
What is the condition here? If it is no, I am not available. Use another version. The version may
one.
be the higher version. This version may be the lower version.
Okay.
Okay. If the requester, if the operator have the version, have the access up to the 3 only. Okay, it will find up to 3 only. If it is not available, then it will goes to 0 2. The 0
Okay.
2 version will pick it. That is what availability no. So here I given the definition, right? Yes. If it is yes, I am available, please use it. No. If it is I am not available, please check another version. Okay, final instance, I am the final, I don't have any copies. And blocked, I am the okay. So it throws an exception. Withdrawn, it will be checked the current class context, it will be withdrawn in the same class context, but it allows from the framework and allows from the another context. These all things we have to be remember and we have to practice.
Uh,